Welcome to the St. Thomas Project, Devotions for Doubters, brought to you by the Alyosha Society, where we're pursuing truth and beauty and goodness through great literature. That's right, I know. Most of what we do here at the Alyosha Society is focused on works of literature. We have the 5 and 5 series, 5 reasons why you should read a certain book, and I try to pull that off in 5 minutes. We have the partials, where you can view the opening lesson of a particular course. We also have the Slice of Literature series. You can check those out. But the St. Thomas Project, Devotions for Doubters, is a bit different. My guess is that some of the folks who would be checking out videos about literature and academics and philosophy and so forth might also be the same kind of folks who would benefit from the St. Thomas Project. So my goal in this video is to explain the project, and then hopefully more videos will follow. It's fascinating. These days you can find any type of study Bible or devotional, to suit your very individual needs. You can get a youth study Bible, boy or girl. You can get a tween study Bible. Look that one up if you don't know what a tween is. Keyword study Bible, women's study Bible, a study Bible that focuses on apologetics, another one that emphasizes life in the Spirit. There's even one called the Fire Bible. I don't know what it is, but I want it. And of course, you can get a devotional or a study Bible by your favorite pastor or theologian. Many of them are just fantastic, but the list is definitely endless. In the same vein, I did a quick search for various types of devotionals. I came up with these just to name a few, okay? Brace yourselves. Devotionals for girls, boys, graduates, those who've lost a loved one, empty nesters, tweeners, baby boomers, millennials, mothers, fathers, women, men, those expecting, those not expecting, athletes, couples, singles, recently divorced, those thinking about getting a divorce. No, sorry. I'm just kidding. Maybe that should be one, but I didn't see that. Again, teachers, students, the list goes on and on. Well, listen, you are welcome, everybody, because I have decided to add to the list. That's right. This is a devotional for yet another very specific group of individuals, Christians who struggle with unbelief. But you may ask, Bruce, doesn't every devotional do that? Namely, focus on helping Christians with their faith. Well, yeah, of course, they should. The good ones should do that. And look, I don't pretend to be in the same camp with, some of the giants of the faith who have written eloquently and powerfully on this topic. In these meditations, however, I am focusing on something more narrow than the garden variety, everyday lack of faith that probably all Christians exhibit, in the normal process of living and growing and sanctification. I am doing these videos specifically for professing Christians who experience an ongoing substantive doubt about the existence of God and or the veracity of the Christian faith in general. Okay. So various terms have been used to describe these individuals, skeptical Christians, reflective Christians, doubting Thomases, questioning Christians, whatever we are. Some individuals are cursed or blessed, I guess, depending on how you look at it, with an inability to, just believe. So I'd like to take a look at a visual that I want to share with you that I hope will be helpful, but it's also going to narrow down and hopefully specify more of what I'm going to be doing in this series. Give me just a second. She's not wanting to come up for me. Give me just a second. There she is. All right. Okay, now, so what I have here is St. Thomas Project and the, my subtitle, Devotions for Doubters. But the reason I wanted to share this visual with you is to get some very specific questions out there for you to think about. So let me pull those up. So if there's a nagging voice in your head saying any or all of the following, okay, how do you know for sure that it's all true? How do you know that? It's all too good to be true. Only naive people would fall for such fairy tales of what you read in the Bible. Only a fool would make a firm religious commitment without absolute certainty. Faith is for the weak and the uninformed. Some people would say the uneducated. That seems to be a popular one. The only reason you believe in the Christian faith is because you were raised that way. I've heard that one a time or two. Since you cannot prove definitively that it's true, the better position would be to remain agnostic. So, if there's a nagging voice in your head saying any of those things, then this devotional might be for you, right? And I wanted to put those on a slide there so you can, screenshot it, do whatever you want with it. Because I know that some of you out there are really wrestling with some of those questions. So I'm doing this project in the hope of assisting, if in some small way, my brothers and sisters who hear that persistent voice, But oh, Bruce, some might say, aren't people who entertain such questions sinning by persisting in unbelief? Maybe. I'm not sure where the line is, but there are a few things that I am sure of. First of all, those of us who wrestle with doubt do not relish in it. We don't relish, we don't welcome it, we don't invite it. I can testify that it's a miserable existence to have been raised in a Christian home and culture and experience the paralysis of uncertainty about that same faith. Secondly, what I observe in scripture concerning godly individuals who struggled with any kind of sin is that they fought against the sin and or the unbelief. And that's significant. The wrestling, the struggling, the fighting, that's what I'm advocating in this devotional. In fact, these verbs define the very purpose of it. Now, about the valid question of whether or not entertaining these questions constitutes sinful unbelief, I'm going to explore that in a later video, the difference between a healthy questioning and sinful unbelief in at least one of the meditations. So stay tuned for that. Finally, I mentioned that I'm addressing Christians who struggle with unbelief. Another group of individuals who perhaps could benefit from these musings might be a category of individuals called seekers, individuals who are curious but open-minded. But wherever you are and wherever you happen to be in your journey, to all who choose to continue, blessings to you. One more thing, you will see that in all of these videos, I will be wearing green. That's significant. It's the liturgical color for hope. It often points to growth. And it is my prayer, may God give you hope and grow your faith no matter where you are in your journey.